you push the reset button. You go to bed at night and you say, when I wake up in the morning, I'm new because during my slumber, momentum has ceased. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to reach for the best feeling thought I can find, and I'm going to ponder it until I can feel a little momentum going. You'll get better and better at getting hold of it and milking it and carrying it out. The most important thing for all of you to realize is that you have a lot of different vibrational tendencies. That's what your beliefs are. And you're not going to change them all at once, nor would you want to, because a lot of them are very helpful to you. You're just wanting to be sensitive enough to the way you feel to know the difference. Esther has been doing focus wheels. We'll talk about that if you want later, where she just, in a template that she has designed, makes statements that feel good to her as she makes them. And she's become so sensitive to the energy that often, in fact, almost every time, she'll start the statement, realize it could be said better. She'll back it out and say it better. Because you can focus yourself into better and better and better feeling good. I'm going to demonstrate here. I'm going to speak from your perspective. We're going to begin making statements, and then we're going to increase the momentum of them until you feel really, really good. I know that I create my own reality, but I'm not very good at it. Back that out. I know that I create my own reality, and I'm getting better at it. Back that out, because I didn't really mean that. And when I say what I don't mean, the universe hears what I do mean. So I don't need to flatter myself or say things I don't mean. I like the idea of creating my own reality. Ooh, that stayed. Did you feel the difference? I like the ideal of creating my own reality, and I'm getting better and better at it. Back. I like the idea of creating my own reality, and I like the idea of getting better and better at it. That stands. I like the idea of creating my own reality, and I like the idea of getting better and better at it. And it's completely logical to me that the more I focus, the better at it I will become. I really like the idea of creating my own reality, and I like knowing that I can get really good at it, and I know that sometimes I am good at it, and I like the idea of paying attention to when I'm really deliberate in my thought. I like the idea of creating my own reality. I like knowing that I'm source energy in a physical body. I like focusing in this environment. I like being in an environment where I'm stimulated to new ideas. Can you feel how that all still feels good? Sorting through the ideas is really hard. Back that out. I like the idea of sorting through the ideas. I like the idea of sorting through the ideas. Some of the things feel really good to me. Some of the things don't feel really good to me. Back that out. Some of the things feel really good to me. I like being in charge of my own focus. I like recognizing that I can direct my own mind. I like the feeling of empowerment that I get when I direct my own mind. I like the exhilaration of directing my own mind. The feeling of clarity is the thing that I am most seeking. There is nothing that feels better to me than that feeling of clarity. I like knowing that I'm the creator of my own reality. I like being in this world where I have a lot to choose from. I like knowing that source energy has my back. I like knowing that there's already a momentum and a wave going. I like knowing that I can catch that wave anytime I want. I like knowing that there will always be another wave. I like knowing that it's more than just a wave that is a steady stream. I like knowing that I can step into it at any time. I like knowing that I can stay on these general thoughts and I can catch the wave. I like feeling the invincibility of my body. I like feeling the invincibility of my mind. I'm eager for what's coming. It's so much fun to be a creator in this time-space reality. I'm getting more deliberate at it all the time. It feels really good to direct my mind. I like watching myself line up with things. I like knowing that I've accomplished a really steady point of attraction, and I like things coming back in evidence of what I've accomplished. It's so much fun. It's the perfect environment in which to be the creator. I know that I knew it when I came, and I'm so glad that I've returned to that knowing now. Life feels so good to me. I'm eager every day to find something else to think about. Contrast doesn't bother me at all. Contrast doesn't bother me at all. You don't have to back that out. Contrast doesn't bother me at all, because out of the contrast comes the new idea. And I know that all I have to do then is line up with the new idea. I'm getting better and better and better at this, but I'm really good at it right now. This is a day that's feeling really good to me. It's not a day off in the future when I will feel better. I feel good right now. I like knowing that everyone that I'm interfacing with in this day is on my vibrational disc. I like knowing what vibrational disc I'm on by looking at the others who are circling around me. I like knowing that they are like mirrors to me that are reflecting back to me what I'm doing vibrationally. I like knowing that I can make a new choice if something doesn't feel good right now. I like knowing that nobody's keeping score of my wrongdoing except me. I like knowing that I don't have to keep score of my wrongdoing. I know that nobody else is. I can feel that the source within me is rooting for my alignment. I can feel that that's a wave that the source within me is inspiring me toward. It's so much fun to move through my day and find those pieces and ride the wave, or not find those pieces and not ride the wave. Whether I'm riding it or not riding it, I'm getting better at knowing about the wave. I really like living in this time-space reality. I love being the deliberate creator of my life experience. I love knowing that I can't get it wrong and that I never get it done. I like knowing that it's just going to continue to unfold. I feel new and fresh and eager about more. I like my expansion, and I adore where I am. And I'm so appreciating all of the other people who are having this similar path along with me, that are reflecting back to me and me reflecting back to them where we all are. I so adore that I've come on the stream of this non-physical consciousness into this body, imbued with an emotional guidance system that lets me know right where I am in the stream at all times. What could be better? It's hard to imagine anything better than being a physical human in this time-space reality, knowing about vibration, knowing about law of attraction, learning to focus my mind, getting to see the results of my focused mind, feeling the fortune and blessings that are coming to me constantly, standing in this pure vibration of well-being, and it flowing forth from me so that others who are in the vicinity can catch a glimpse of it too. I love this all in this togetherness aspect of physical life experience. I'm so glad to be here. This is a really good time for a segment of refreshment. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. It is exhilarating to us. And exhilaration is not a big enough word. Satisfaction is not a big enough word. It is pleasing is not a big enough word. It is life-giving. That's a big enough word. It is life-giving to us to visit with you in this format and feel the resonance that you are discovering from the conversations that we're having. We want to remind you that the desire that you hold as you point yourself in the direction of this gathering is a very powerful energy that actually is the momentum of the wave that we were talking about earlier. Your desire that you were born with and your desire that you've goosed up through your interaction here in this life experience has created a very powerful current, a wave that is relentless, that will just keep coming and coming and coming. So there's no urgency ever. It's not like you're ever going to have any long-standing opportunity to miss this boat, to miss this wave. It is a certain thing. We can say to you, especially to those of you who are gathered here today, that the desire that you have held for a long time and the current that has amassed as a result of that, and the willingness to participate and allow your thoughts to be guided and influenced a bit by us, and your subsequent willingness to guide your own thoughts based upon how you feel. The new seed that was not planted within you today, but we felt it come into a stronger position, so it's blossoming in a stronger way, and you're going to feel the evidence of it as you're moving through your days in the immediate days to follow. You are in a place, and we can say this bluntly and with certainty, you are in a place of understanding the importance of the way you feel like you have never felt it before. And you are a body of people who understand it like no body of people on the planet have understood it before. In other words, you now get it. We felt you get it. We knew you get it. We were there when you got it. We reveled when you got it. We are milking the fact that you did get it. We are exhilarated that you got it. We are renewed because you got it. You now understand the importance of the way you feel. And you now understand that everything in your world and all of your physical senses are all about your ability to define in visceral, literal, physical ways what life really is. It's a feeling experience because it's a vibrational experience. So you've done something that most never do. You have moved your experience from thinking into feeling, which means from thought into vibration. Now, thought is vibration, but you are now doing it in a way that is more refined. It will be easier for you than it has ever been before. You don't know it, but you've taken a quantum leap forward. You're not really understanding it yet because the 30 days haven't passed. You're not really getting what we're getting or what you helped us get because you have not been residing on that high-flying disc long enough for you to really understand the magnitude of what has taken place here. But it is our promise to you, if you will go to bed tonight and say, in the morning I'm going to wake up and it's going to be a fresh start, and while I slept the momentum has stopped, and I can start the momentum any way I want to, and I choose to start it in this attitude of appreciation. And you do it, and you might not make it far into the day, but the next day you do it again, and you might not make it far into the day, but you do it, and you do it, and you do it, and you do it, and you do it. It is our promise to you that within 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 or 80 or 90 days, you will be standing in the place of knowing what we know. And the reason we know it is because we went over there. You're still over here, but we went over here. We have stepped into what you want to call your future experience, and we've felt the full resonance of it. And because we can feel the momentum of the energy that has taken place in each and every one of you, we can predict unequivocally, without error, what's going to happen in your experience. We've been there, you see. So for you, that's a little bit taking it on faith. We don't want you to ever have to, for very long, let's say that in a better way. We don't want you for very long to have to continue to take things on faith. We want you to have enough experience under your belt because this stuff is consistent. You know it a little bit about that. You know it a little bit about everything. You know it a little more about that. You know it a little more about everything. You find vibrational resonance with who you are on that subject. You can find vibrational resonance with who you are on every subject. There is nothing that you cannot be or do or have. There is nothing that is off limits to you. And the step 4 part of this equation is you are now in a position where you can begin to define with more clarity than you've ever defined before, and with more confidence than you've ever been able to muster before, an understanding that you can reach for things that you have previously not even allowed yourself or given yourself permission to reach for. You have the ability to cast peace upon this earth. You have the ability to help those who are not eating find food. You have the ability to help your planet in all ways that you have currently been worrying about it. You have the ability to help those who are feeling insecure find their feelings of more security. There isn't anything that you've ever wanted. You have the ability to have that vehicle that you want. You have the ability to live in that dream house or to find that partner that you've been looking for. There is nothing that is off limits for you. You just don't know it the way we know it, but you're going to know it the way we know it, because the fact that we know it means that you have the ability to know it, and now you know the other stuff that you didn't know before that you now know. Now you're going to know that too. There is great love here for you. Be playful about it. Go do something fun today. Don't try to explain any of this to anybody. And as always, we remain in your vortex.